and welcome to SCPS News for our Christmas special. My name is Ned, and today we will be informing you about school news and world news. We will also be having an interview with our executive head teacher, Mrs. Wright. Without further ado, let's hand over to Lottie for world news.
Thanks, Ned. In this edition of World News, we'll be talking about Christmas and how it's celebrated around the world. In Japan, you might be surprised to know that they eat KFC for their Christmas dinner. In France, they eat a dish called bûche de Noël, which as a dessert, which is a chocolate log or roll in English. In the UK, the traditional way of celebrating Christmas is hanging up stockings, decorating a Christmas tree, putting up lights in your house and having a Christmas feast. Fun fact, did you know that Santa not always wore red clothes? He also wore other colours like green and blue. Before I forget, there is a national turkey shortage. If you want a turkey for your Christmas dinner, you better get one now, otherwise you won't have one. Merry Christmas everyone, back to the studio with Ned.
Thanks, Lottie, that was very informative. Now over to Aaliyah, who has been researching all about the wonderful events happening at this time of year in South Camberley.
Thanks, Ed. In this edition to School News, we are going to be talking about the Christmas dinner, jumper day, and the special visitor Year 6 had. In school, Christmas dinner was delicious, but that was not the only thing whilst we were eating our dinner. We got to wear these amazing Christmas jumpers that light up and sing carols. Other than that, Christmas dinner was amazing, and so was jumper day. So let's talk about what Year 6 had. Us Year 6s got to talk to a refugee of World War II, and her name is Beatrice. Beatrice was telling us about her story and what happened in her life. Some Year 6s asked her questions, and I was one of them. She had an amazing story, and we all loved it. Now, thank you for having me. Merry Christmas, and back to Ned.
Thanks, Aaliyah. Christmas dinner day was really fun. Finally, we'd like to hand over to Oscar and Esther, who have managed to secure an exclusive interview with our executive head teacher, Mrs. Wright.
Good afternoon, Ms. Wright, and thank you for joining us on our first edition of SCPS News, the program.
My pleasure. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, as you probably noticed from our choice of clothing, this is a Christmas special.
Yeah, you're giving it away there.
Yeah, so tell us, what's your favourite part of Christmas?
Oh, favourite part of Christmas is being with my family, and I think probably Christmas morning when my children go downstairs and open their stockings, and they're really excited.
Mine is probably the presents. What about you, Esther?
My favourite part of Christmas is the presents.
Is it?
Yeah.
What are you expecting this year?
A new watch.
A laptop.
Oh.
I need it for my homework.
We have heard about the new gym, reading stairways and toilets. So tell us, what new projects can we expect next year?
Well, I'm still trying to improve the playground. So the things we're looking at the moment are to introduce a new climbing wall.
Oh yeah, that would be really fun.
So we're trying to look at getting a climbing wall and then a new piece of climbing equipment. So it's called pick-up sticks. I don't know if you've seen those. They're really big climbing apparatus. So I'm looking at developing the playground a little bit
Yeah,
more.
I feel like we need new climbing equipment because with the tree trail we had that weird triangle thingy. Everybody loved that.
It was a bit old and tired, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was a big hole in it.
I know. That's why it's gone.
Yeah.
Do you think that sounds a good idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
That, and then I'm always looking at decorating the toilets.
Yeah, they do look really nice now.
Okay, good. Pleased about that.
It's a good thing that finally the locks are fixed.
I know. That was a problem.
Yeah,
That's something to look forward to.
Let's hope so. I hope you're still here by the time we got it done.
yeah. We've heard that you used to be a teacher.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite subject to teach?
Can you guess?
Probably English.
It was. It was
You
English.
guessed it right.
I used to teach in Year 6, Year 5, Year 4, Year 3 and Year 2, but my favourite was 6 and 5, and I always liked doing teaching literacy.
So you actually taught every single year.
Most, yeah. I've been a teacher for quite a
Wow.
while, about 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's quite a long time.
That's
So you have a lot of experience.
Yeah, but I'm probably not as good as the teachers these days now, so
Yeah.
I keep out the classroom these days.
Yeah, you just come and pop in sometimes.
I just pop in and see how you're doing.
Yeah.
My favourite subject is actually art.
Is art.
Yeah.
Mine's probably computing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hence you're doing this interview.
Yeah.
So we know,
Overall, SCPS
so we
news.
know last time you told us your favourite book, but now can you tell us your favourite author?
Miss Eden did prep me that you're going to ask me this, and I find it really, really difficult because I read lots of books,
Yeah.
and so I've got lots of different authors, and I read to my children, I read to myself, and then Miss Eden keeps giving me books and says that I should be reading. So she's just brought me one which I haven't read yet, and this is the author L. McNichol. Have you heard of that person?
Yeah, that book is really popular in our class.
I can tell because look how well used it is. So this is,
They kept the bookmark in there.
I know.
Not sure
So
what that is.
I'm going to read this. So this might become my new favourite author. I really like books by Mallory Blackman as a children's author.
I never heard.
Not Noughts and Crosses. You heard of that?
Mm,
No. And then I've got books that I've read, and recently I just tidied up my children's bedroom, and I had some books that I found that I read when I was younger, and somebody called Laura Ingalls Wilder. Have you heard of her?
Yeah.
Little House on the
no,
Prairie.
Yeah, I've
So-
watched the series.
So I read all the series when I was probably in about year 6, and I found all those books, and I showed my children if they wanted to read them, but they were not that interested.
Yeah.
So I've given them to my niece to read. So lots of different books.
I'm really enjoying comic books by Dave Pilkey.
What are the books? Monkey and...
Yeah, Bunny
it's
vs.
actually
Monkey.
Yeah, so my children are reading that. That's really good. It makes them laugh.
I
It's
read
quite
like-
cheeky.
I read like 2 of them.
They're good, aren't they?
Yeah.
I've read the series.
Have you?
Yeah.
I'm going to buy the series, maybe
Currently-
for them for Christmas.
Right now I'm reading the Tom Gates books.
I haven't read those.
Yeah, they're in our class. They're like a comedy book.
So maybe you could recommend those. I've got more books to read over Christmas.
Oh, my. Yeah.
Okay.
And finally,
Oh.
if you could have any superpower in the world, what would it be?
Oh, gosh. Always a hard one. I've forgotten about this question. Any superpower. Maybe I would have the power of getting all children to read. Every
Very
single
easy.
child would love a book and be able to read it instantly and love reading. Would that be a good superpower?
Yeah.
I mean, if you would, without any Diary of the Wimpy Kid books and so Tolkien, I would instantly grab those.
Maybe I could have a superpower that gives children an endless supply of books, so whenever you've
Yeah.
finished reading you just get fresh books. That
Yeah, you
say
can
that.
just choose in your head what book you want next.
Yeah, maybe that would be quite good. You could imagine
Yeah.
a book and it arrives.
Yeah, it just appears in your hand.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. That's quite a good superpower.
Yeah.
Something in this.
Yeah, if it was up to me, I would either have super strength or flying. And super strength because you could, if you got something stuck under a sofa, you could pick it up and take it under there. And flying because you could avoid traffic.
You've given it some thought.
If
Yeah.
I could have any superpower, I would pick teleportation because you could get anywhere super fast.
Oh, especially if you're stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Wright. It was a pleasure to have you with us, and thank you for taking the time to answer this week's questions. And here's a little Christmas gift for you.
We have Brumbiad Christmas hat.
Oh, great. Can I wear it now?
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do I look?
Pretty good.
Happy Christmas.
Yes, Merry
Merry
Christmas
Christmas.
to you too.
Thank you, Oscar, Esther, and Mrs. Wright, for that. Thank you for joining us on this special occasion. This has been our first edition of SCPS News. Have a great Christmas. Goodbye.